everybody at BTUFF. I have something real fun for you guys today. We do our series with H&S Body. Dick Shepard does a lot of amazing restorations on cars. He does amazing paint jobs, as we will get into here. And I'm here with George Anderson, who is a hot rod enthusiast, a builder in Bakersfield, has a lot of amazing cars and trucks around here. And so I got to ask you, how long have you been doing this?
I've been playing with cars for most of my life. Not to the degree that I'm doing now, but if people do come in and need help with whatever, we'll jump in with them.
Yeah. Now we were talking about H&S because you actually, a lot of these cars here were done over there.
Yes, we have 4 cars here. That tan car you see in the back. Yeah. That orange Corvette from Canada. And that Pontiac Le Mans is out of H&S. That's a beautiful car.
Wow. And this one, of course, too, right here.
1957 Ford Ranchero. It's
yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, I'm going to pull to the side here so we can take a look at this thing. I want to give them a view of what we're talking about here. Now, this is a rare car, right?
You don't see too many of these at all.
Wow. That's amazing. What years did they come out with these?
57, 58, and 59. Wow.
Very good. Well, let's just start at the front and make it, because you've done a lot of work on this thing, and people probably wouldn't even know that you did it until we talk about it. So let's start at the headlights. I thought that was really cool. So what did you do here?
We took the eyebrow. They used to have an add-on eyebrow here that bolted on, right, which gave you a seam here. Mm-hmm. We've taken that all off, cleaned, prepped, and epoxied with a super epoxy, and then body worked that in to delete that line, and it really adds to.
Yeah, the lines are really good. You never even knew that was there, right?
We've changed the grill. We've changed the bumpers. We tucked them back in. Used to have a big gap here.
Okay.
Tuck that back in.
That fit perfect.
The bumpers on the side used to come out. We cut and bent those back in.
You did, all right.
Same as the rear.
Now this thing is on airbags, or is it lowered? Or?
No, this is ride height.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that line.
It's all coil-over suspension.
Handles good?
Handles tremendous.
Yeah.
This car was built by a friend for a lady friend that he went to high school with and bumped into her years later. And she had a 57 Ford Ranchero in high school. So this was put together for her. Her 57 Ranchero in high school was called Fred. So we took this, and it started out just to be clean up and paint, but I don't know how to just clean up and paint.
Yeah.
I gotta cut up and move.
Yeah.
So we changed the door handles. We made these.
Yeah, that's trick. I like the way, man, it even sounds solid when you open it, you know? It sounds like, I mean, that is not, that sounds like a new car. That's amazing.
It's a nice fit.
Yeah.
And we've done little subtle things like the chrome strip here that drops.
Yeah.
I had my upholstery guy add that to the door panel.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
The custom upholstery is all done by Art Ramirez here in Bakersfield.
Yeah. Now, those aren't factory seats, right?
These are GTO seats that I cut down so that they would fit under the package tray, and we reduced the package tray. Used to be out here. We dropped it back so the seat would tuck under. We made the custom back panel, custom made speakers. The console is out of a 66 T-Bird that I'm building for my daughter.
Okay.
And we took the console out of that and adapted it to this.
Wow. This dash is stock?
The dash is all custom. It's all new digital.
It is, okay. You got it, looks like an old school clock in there. That's cool.
We kept the original clock and took it and had it rebuilt at Redline.
The vents, those were added in, right? That's a...
The vents were, we sunk the vents in. They're an aftermarket vent cover, but I made a box and molded that in to try to make it look somewhat stock.
H&S painted that dash too, I'd imagine.
H&S painted everything you see painted on this.
Yeah, amazing.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's something else. Let's go to the back, because you did the same thing back here.
Same thing, right? Yeah, we addressed this seam line as well.
Yeah. Because this was actually did it go all the way through here? Or?
It was a complete piece that bolted on.
Okay.
So yeah, get rid of that piece that was here.
Yeah, you'd never know that.
Nobody notices that. But us.
It's the little things. Yeah. You did some work on this rear bumper. It looks like
same thing. Back bumper stuck out. Mm-hmm. So we cut those, tucked them in, shortened this to get some of the length off of it. Added this splash,
God,
so you couldn't see down through there.
It's amazing. I mean, that's, you know, the thing is, it's, I guess a good fabricator, especially when you're talking with older cars, is that you want to do things that are subtle, that don't take away from the appearance of the car, right? Like
Right.
you don't want,
we don't want to add fins way out here and
Yeah.
make, you know, drastic changes.
Yeah.
Nobody notices that. You didn't know.
no,
that
I had no
was
idea.
there.
I wouldn't even notice the splash guard till you said it. And
no.
when you look at it, it's aesthetically better. I mean, there's no question.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because before you could see down through it.
Yeah.
And we rhino lined a few things.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Yeah, and you know what? When I saw this, I thought, man, that was so smart, because this actually looks like an aftermarket piece, but it's not, right? This is actually
It's all stock.
this is all stock, and if you would have rhino lined this thing to the edge, it would not look this good.
No, it'd be gaudy.
Yeah, it would look, well, just look like a standard truck bed. It wouldn't look like anything special. And also, too, it looks like you have extended the fenders in.
Right. To run a wider tire, these fender wells used to come quite a ways back here. So I split these, rotated this out to where it's more straight with the body, and filled the piece in the middle so we could get a wider tire below.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so good. All the chrome work. I mean, this trim, was this original right here, or did you have to actually get this?
This was pretty beat up trim. It had holes in it that we've welded up and took and had it.
So it was original pieces to it.
It's original stuff.
Unbelievable.
Around the back window, we couldn't find one of those here. I drove to Fresno and found one in a wrecking yard up in Fresno.
You did.
And we brought it back and polished
Wow. Incredible. Now, you know what? I'm going to take a guess here that what's under that hood looks about as good as it does out here. Am I wrong?
it. I don't know, you know,
All right.
it's let's see if we
All right, let's see. I just have a feeling that you didn't stop on the outside.
No, and the underside is just like this.
Wow. Now, did that come from the factory? Did it actually roll forward on the hood? It
Yes,
did.
it did.
Interesting. All right.
Factory.
Whoa.
We
Look at this thing.
Firewall.
Unbelievable.
So fast fuel injection.
Of course, that's not the motor that came in this thing, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah. That is unreal. You know what I like about this? It's injected, right? But it still looks like a
But it looks
carbureted.
carbureted.
It looks like an old school carbureted motor.
Original old mirrors.
Wow.
Not the original, aftermarket.
Yeah. You know what I like about this too? Man, this was a year that, you know, we hadn't gone to the moon yet, right? But everything was space, right? Everything is like jets and space and all that stuff. And if you look at the lines in these things right here, you know,
Exactly.
it was all about that, man. It was all about that.
Cars back in my day had lines. Today they all look the same. Hondas, Lexus, they all have no lines.
Right.
These cars, that's why we like to do
They had their own personalities. All of them
These
did.
cars are beautiful.
Yeah. Man, the firewall is just incredible on this thing.
Yeah, that's something that people don't really notice. We do. Like
Yeah.
this Pontiac, for instance. What a great change to a firewall because it's so busy with garbage.
Yeah. And you just had this one in HS2, right?
H&S did this. We just took it and had it sanded and buffed, and now we're assembling.
Man. Wow. So when you actually put these together, you got to tear them apart, right? And to get them painted.
Completely in pieces.
Wow. That's a lot of work, isn't
It's
it?
a lot of work.
I mean, they basically come back as a shell, right? And then you got to put them all back together.
What happens is we put the car together here. We mount the engine, get everything functional. Then we take the engine out, take it to the body shop. They do their body work. They do their fit up so that their door lines are nice. Then when they're all happy with the fit up and ready to paint, they take the body apart, take it off. Bring the chassis back to us. We sandblast, paint and prep, or powder coat the chassis. Put the engine in, do all the plumbing, get everything ready to go. So when their body is done, we take the chassis back up there. They put the body back on and fit it to their happiness,
Yeah.
and then bring it back to us. We complete our wiring. We just completed the wiring inside on that.
Yeah.
But it's labor intensive.
It is. How important is it to have players, you know, like I would imagine that you use H&S because you know what you're going to get when you get it back, right? I mean, it's not a guessing game with them, you know what I mean, as far as the quality.
No, and we use them because we know them. And if there's an issue, it's not an issue. It's handled. They'll take care of it.
Right.
And they do quality work.
Yeah. Everything I've seen, man, has been spectacular. I'm going to show them this real quick. This is nice. I love the dash. Man. Now that's not original, right?
That's digital.
But
it's replicated.
It
stock.
looks.
No change.
Yeah, but it looks old school. I mean, it
Right.
looks time.
Right. And no change in the shape of the
Consistent.
instrument panel.
Yeah, man, so good. I'd imagine this thing's a blast to drive too, right?
That's pretty quick. The lady that owns this her name is Perry, excuse me, Perry Jonas.
Mm-hmm.
She came down for the first drive, so I rode with her to make sure that everything was okay. Mm-hmm. I was impressed. She leaned on it.
Really?
Yeah, it handles, it corners, and I didn't expect that out of her, but she.
These things kind of are like your kids when you're done with them, right? I mean, you put so much time of yourself into them that
it's funny. And when they leave, you wonder if they're being taken care of, and then somebody has it brought back down to be detailed because they want to go to a show, and we see it. What the heck? Look at this mess.
Yeah.
But no, this is a good car. The license plate on this car says Freddie. Let's see. And there's a story to that. I have a gentleman that is low income, needs help, so he comes down a couple of days a week and helps me sweep the floor or clean up. But every morning he comes in very happy and smiley, and he always comes in the door and says, "Aye!" That's Johnny. So we built a little Econoline pickup for the shop truck, and we had the license plate made Aye. So her old truck in high school was Fred. So
Freddie.
There
you go. Very good. Well, another amazing build. H&S Body always brings us good stuff. This is obviously at the top of the cars that he's brought us. So I can't wait to put it in the magazine, and just a fantastic piece here. Congratulations on this too, man. It's a lot of work, man. I mean, people don't realize a lot of times what goes into this, and I know it's a lot of work. So yeah, very good. Thanks.
And when you're complete, they're not always complete. There's always bugs.
Oh yeah.
And you have to explain to people, sorry man, we'll take care of it.
Yeah. Every car has its own personality, right?
Every car has its own personality.
Yeah. Very good.
This is a beautiful car.
Yeah. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
All right. This is George. This is Billy. Down here with the H&S Body Back to Life series.